Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and you're just watching a little bit of pre-recorded footage in the background. So, Vostok Inc. got a pretty big patch, and this patch is rather notable because back when Vostok Inc. originally came out on Vita, it was an absolute nightmare. The game ran horrendously slow even under really simple conditions, and it just wasn't any fun to play just because of how laggy and unoptimized that it was. It made it a real pain in the ass to play, not to mention that the overall lagginess meant that it was a lot more likely to crash than any other Vita game that I've played up to this point, except maybe like a couple like Salt and Sanctuary before it got patched. So it's worth noting when a patch comes out for this game if it actually makes a difference or not, because, well, the thing is, like, the main thing that stopped me from saying pick it up if you like this sort of thing was its performance and the fact that it really wasn't that much fun to play as a twin-stick shooter when it was lagging. So I downloaded my copy of Vostok Inc. when the new patch just came out, which was, like, yesterday by the time you see this, maybe? I'm not entirely sure when this video is going up. But I downloaded the patch, and I downloaded my old save game, and I loaded it up and I played it for about an hour. You're seeing this about an hour after I started playing my old save game. And I'm happy to report that, if you can judge by the footage that's going on in the background there, the game has improved massively. There is way less lag overall in the entire game. The menus are nice and smooth to navigate. The gameplay remains pretty solid. It doesn't... The performance problems haven't all completely gone away, but they are definitely more... It's definitely more improved in comparison to pre-patch. So, if you're watching this gameplay in the background here, you'll eventually see me take on loads of enemies all at one time, and it doesn't... Well, it does skip one or two beats, but for the most part, it is massively improved, and it's gone from don't buy to, again, if you like this sort of thing, or you like this sort of idea, buy it. So, there is, like, one other issue that this patch has, though. The game does have this weird tendency to stutter. I'm not entirely sure what causes it, and you'll see it at least once in this video if you're looking out for it. But it'll just stop flat for, like, half a second or so, then it'll pick back up, and it does that a fair amount sometimes, and then other times it'll barely do it at all. But in comparison to how the game was working previously, it is working much better than it was before. Also, I haven't had a single crash in the hour that I played on it. So that is... I didn't even feel like it was getting close to it. But yeah, it is definitely way improved over the original version. And if you want to pick it up because the performance is improved, well, honestly, I don't really think I can stop you at this point. The patch is actually a pretty impressive job considering how much of a pain in the ass that Unity is to work with on the Vita, and I'm impressed with it. Well done, fellas. Well done. Also, it cuts the initial loading time down by about 30 seconds. The initial load time is still about a minute and a half in like, you know, that's being generous. But at the same time, it's way better than over 2 minutes, like how it was in the original patch when I took a look at it. So, yeah, good job with the patches, guys. It's actually pretty playable now. I'm just going to leave the rest of this footage to play in the background so you can observe for yourself. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.